What's good, Leo Cross Watchers? I am Leonanicholeblack. This is a different type of reading that I'm trialing out, but I think I really like it. The way that I tend to read can be quite esoteric or very focused on spiritual growth, and so I don't normally when I'm doing a general reading for a particular sign, I don't tend to get too much into advice for people dealing with that sign. But I know loads of us are cross watchers. I raise my hand to when we're dealing with someone or we've got a challenge with a certain type of person. We may watch readings for their energy too. So I decided to do something separate specifically for cross watchers. So the first one is for my Leo cross watchers. I'm splitting the reading up by, first of all, those in intimate partnerships. So this could be either a committed relationship, a marriage, maybe you're just seeing a Leo, maybe a situationship, whatever it is, something that is of a sexual romantic nature. And then I'll do for the second part, those of you for whom this could be a Leo family member, a parent, a colleague, a friend. Okay, so first of all, I started out with what energy is Leo projecting outward towards you right now. So interesting because it really matches the reading I just did for them. And it is the Strength card and the Knight of Cups in reverse here. Love how this is matching my makeup. Hashtag Venus in Libra, I can't help myself. So really the Strength card is their own energy, so they're showing up very much within themselves, in their own power, but really quite self-focused at the moment. The Knight of Cups in reverse being that they don't have a lot to give externally, not much advancing towards you. You may find they're not very talkative, not very communicative, not sharing much, not giving very much emotionally, and that's across the board, whether this is in terms of an intimate relationship or a sexual relationship, I should say, because friendship and family relationships can be intimate too. Okay, so whatever kind of relationship you have, this is what Leo is externalizing right now. I want to talk to those of you first who are in relationships or situationships with Leo. The first cards that really come out here are the Five of Cups, the Strength card, and the Two of Wands in reverse. So really indicating that Leo is going through a grief process, shedding a lot emotionally, needing to dwell very much in the emotional space and in very heavy emotions. It is not an indulgence. It's really necessary for them to alchemize this process in order really to quote unquote find themselves, find their equilibrium, find this kind of fixed fire energy that I'm talking about, that they have to do this. And so there may be a halting of plans at the moment. Maybe they've agreed to do things with you that they're not going to do anymore. This could be flakiness, not showing up for things, maybe just not even answering kind of energy here. The Two of Wands in reverse for how Leo is interacting with you. It just feels like a slowing down of the things, and maybe you might be thinking things are progressing a bit, but to get Leo to do anything right now will be a big push, and you shouldn't actually push them because you have three more cards of advice really for you, which is what's the basis for this behavior, what's the basis for this energy that Leo's projecting. And you've got the Star card, the Devil card, and the Hierophant. So they really need to be left alone to go through this process, because the Star card is saying that they're really trying to, I've said this in their general message, really trying to get somewhere, really trying to process something, trying to see, they want something a lot, and they feel quite far off from it, and then they're really gone in at the moment to try and figure out what's amiss, what's out of balance, what is producing this blockage, this devil energy, this stopping the door, this refusal or inability to move forward. And so in order to get answers about this, they are doing what they should do, which is taking a spiritual path, seeking spiritual counsel and guidance. They may be going for tarot readings, they may be looking to their astrology, they may be asking for advice from trusted mentors. I feel the energy here is that they're not really seeking advice from friends and family, but they're really wanting to seek spiritual counsel, at least counsel from someone that they really, really respect. And so you can hear in what I'm saying, this energy is super shut down. It's not an energy that is super open to you. I asked how Leo's seeing you, for those of you who are in romantic, let's just call them for the sake of that, romantic partnerships with Leo. King of Pentacles, but Eight of Swords in reverse. So they still, it's like they trust that you'll be there. Sorry, wrong card. They trust that you'll be there when they come back. They're expecting you to hold the fort, to hold it down for them while they go through this season. They aren't feeling as though their current withdrawal should cause so much disruption to you. It's like, it seems, at least to them, a very logical thing to be doing, and they're expecting you to maintain and really focus on yourself while they're doing that. For those of you who have money with Leo, like business partnerships, or even if like you're married and obviously you've got joint finances, they're expecting you to hold it down. You know, whether that's covering the bills, dealing with things that come up, they're really needing a check out moment, because with the Eight of Swords in reverse, they don't believe you can help them get unstuck here. They may know that they're stuck, and they may know that you know, but they don't think you have anything to add to what they're going through. So they're not going to come to you and kind of try to work it out with you or seek your advice, I don't think. So you need to give them a little space right now. The specific advice for you in terms of how you can be relating to Leo this month. Well, you got 4 very specific cards. I'm just getting them in the right order. I think I mixed the order up, but first card that came out was King. Oh, I got them in the right order again. King of Swords. So this is really saying King of Swords is a good judge, good counsel, very reliable kind of energy, but also detached. And what it is that I think you may have a perspective that could help your person or the person that you're dealing with right now. I feel like you might see things differently or have a higher perspective, but you need to not get emotionally involved here. So 9 of Swords in reverse. Don't take their actions personally right now. Don't internalize. Don't let it stress you out. Don't speak to them from this place of, I don't know what's going on with you or us. That's not the right energy here. If you're going to give them any help or counsel, it needs to be for really objective and quite detached. It can't be like giving them counsel because it's what you want. So it shouldn't be like, I just really feel like you need to talk to me about your problems, right? That's what you want. That's not objectively what they need. So there is a need, if you've got a perspective, maybe it's a solution, maybe it's a suggestion. Hey, I've got a business idea you might want to try. Or I've got a friend who has a van who can help you. Like really like straight logical stuff. Suggest it. Keep the emotions out of it. And keep quite detached. Now, not emotionally switched off. Don't punish them for this withdrawal, but it's just about you not adding any of your feelings into the mix for them to deal with right now, because they've really got a lot on their plate. The other thing you have here is Queen of Wands with the Death card. So in the way it looks on when it was laid down, it's like this. The Queen of Wands is looking at the Death energy. That came up quite strongly in the Leo reading that I did. So really it's that they are going through this death and rebirth cycle and you're witnessing it. The Queen of Wands is your role in this. This would be prayer. This would be supporting them energetically, okay? Sending them love, sending them support, sending good intentions, anything that you can do on an energetic level. Not really, it doesn't feel practical, don't fuss over them too much, but whether, like I said, it's prayer, meditation, giving thanks, visualizing the success, any of that stuff. Be careful though, because some of you might actually be overgivers and be in your own patterns, unhealthy patterns of loving. So be careful not to overextend your own heart space and your own energy in trying to support or solve Leo's problems here, Hanged Man, because this can create a lot of karma for you and can put you in your own space of entrapment. So don't leverage your own energy too much. 4 of Wands, balance here, okay? Leo should be helping themselves primarily. You want to support energetically any efforts they're making to help themselves. Okay, so like sometimes, for example, my friends like might message me or voice note me and be like, this is something I'm wanting to manifest or create in my life, and I'm just sharing it with you as a witness, and I hold space, and maybe I, encourage them. If I see something, I send it to them, but I'm not actively trying to make it happen. And it's the same sort of energy, like support Leo in their intentions right now, their energetic intentions, but it's not your responsibility to fix them or get them through the death cycle, or you will create a healing experience for yourself that will come through feeling stuck and having to deal with spiritual lessons. So let's just have some additional advice for those of you who are not in sexual relationships with Leos. Okay, this is partnerships, family, platonic relationships of all kinds. You got the Lover's path in reverse. Leo might be wanting to separate with you at the moment. If you've got business dealings together, if it's just friendship, they might be feeling like they need to go in a different direction. The King of Wands is here, but I just need to feel whose energy that is. 1 second. Feels like yours. Feels like you are looking at Leo, wanting to engage with them. Seems like the King of Wands that you would actually be a good and energetic match for them. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, so much withdrawn energy. Ace of Swords in reverse, Justice card in reverse, King of Machetes in reverse, all swords here. So Leo's trying to figure something out and they don't want help with it. That's basically it. They don't want your help. Friends, family, business partners, they don't want help. They really want to get to this on their own, because it ends with the Chariot card. They want to come back to you, or they want to move forward kind of having figured it out, right? They want to come back into the situation or talk to you, at least communicate with you from a perspective of power and when they've understood for themselves. They don't want you to teach them through it. They want to learn it on their own. So how is Leo seeing you? Friends, family, platonic connections. 10 of Cups in reverse. The Magician card in reverse. They're feeling a little held back, a little hindered. They don't feel like they can do what they need to do with you right now. They can't create in the ways that they want to, and you may be feeling like an emotional burden to them. So it could be like they don't want the responsibility of dealing with your feelings about things, or even just looking after you, if that's the dynamic. I was going to put these cards back, but they really did come out, so let's see. 6 of Wands, the Hermit card reversed, 8 of Wands reversed, 4 of Swords, the Justice card reversed. Things will get right. Things will move forward in a positive way. There is a need to allow Leo to go away, but not complete detachment. So it's really an issue of self-respect here. Don't let Leo ghost you or just cut you off. There needs to be some respectful communication around her 8 of Wands, the withdrawal of energy, okay, or them not being able to move forward. So if it's business, if it's needing time away from family, whatever it is, they need to communicate, and you need to hold them accountable to that communication. So it's not demanding that you see them, but it is getting them to be honest and say, like, hey, I haven't heard from you. Are you taking time? I would appreciate it if you said so. Don't let them just ghost you here, because you both need permission to be in mental peace around your relationship, your platonic relationship. And it needs to be fair. Leo needs to be fair with you around how they're going about this. So your work at the moment is to hold them accountable on how they're treating you as they go about getting what they need. And lastly, advice for you dealing with Leo. Ace of Wands in reverse and Wheel of Fortune. Don't get into a power struggle with Leo right now. Things are going to change, probably for the better with the Wheel of Fortune card. Allow it. Just allow these things to happen as they need to. Don't battle Leo. Don't push them right now. Let them do what they're doing. Okay, so I hope that's been helpful to you. Helps you deal with Leo in this period and gets you to a point of peace. So much love to you.